pump our shock arm up. Oh! Come on, man! Oh God, it got me. It got me literally right in the face, man. So when it comes to suspension, saying I'm a novice is pretty much being generous. I tore on the rear suspension on the YZ about 2 weeks ago to go ahead and Cerakote all the suspension. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be reassembling this rear shock. I don't really remember how to do it, so this is going to be a very interesting video. I think today we're going to be just kind of hanging out, reassembling this thing. It won't be much of a tutorial, but just kind of hang out. Let's chat a little bit, reassemble the suspension. So if you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Chase, and we are building a 2001 YZ125 from the frame up. And I'm stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit today and reassembling this rear suspension. What we've done so far is we've done a full rebuild on the engine. We've Cerakoted the forks, we've Cerakoted the rear suspension, we powder coated the frame, put new steering stem bushings in, some other things, but we did that all here. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and check out all the other videos we did on this bike. If you're looking to do the same thing at home, I'll show you how to do all that. But I'm not going to be very good at showing you how to do suspension because I'm a novice. I'm starting to get antsy with this build now too, because it is the middle of February, but the weather has been absolutely crazy, and we've been seeing temperatures in the 60s. So it's making me really want to get out there and ride. And having this nice weather, it'd be awesome to go ride, but currently the only bike I have right now is all torn down. So that won't be happening yet, but soon. And it feels like we're really getting there now. So I did watch a video on this, and the first step they did was put the shock bladder in. Small retaining ring as well. The setup I'm thinking about going with this bike too is, what I did is I've rode a lot of moto in my day. And I love moto, don't get me wrong. Moto's awesome. But I've been seeing all these woods ride and single track and all this stuff, and it's looking extremely fun. And I think what I'm going to do with this bike is some of that. It's not the best bike for it, but I'm really wanting to try something new besides being on the track all the time. Like I said, moto's super fun. I'm just kind of ready to try something new. Okay, so we got the bladder in now, and then it should be a matter of sliding our assembly, seal head, valving, all that directly into the shock. So we're going to put some oil on this. Before we go and put that in, we're going to want to take something that fits in our hole and push down a rebound rod, which we're good there. That'll help with the bleeding process. And then we can go ahead and slide our assembly in. Not gonna lie, this here feels pretty wrong on so many levels, but there it goes, right in. That is what my man in the video did. So I'm gonna follow suit here. I know that's there might be some suspension guys absolutely cringing right now. And if you are that guy, I apologize. Definitely a novice, definitely learning here. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing some woods racing, stuff like that with the single track, maybe even some adventure riding, I'm thinking. But I will also see plenty of track time on it, because the first ride, which I'm hoping is coming up soon, will be on the track for this bike. But one thing I'm actually most excited to try on this bike is the suspension, because I've never owned a brand new bike. And having suspension that is pretty new or gone through and rebuilt will be very exciting to try and feel. So one of the things, like I said, I'm most excited for is the suspension on this bike. I think that is going to be very, very interesting to see and try. That's assuming I rebuilt it all right. I've done front forks multiple times, but like I said at the beginning of this video, I've never done a rear shock. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and flip the shock. So our compression adjuster is at the highest point. So air with bleeding anything, let's say brakes on a car or anything, you'll notice if you ever bled brakes on a car, that the bleeder screw is on the top of the caliper, and that's because air rises. So whenever you're bleeding a system out, you want the air to be escaping from the top because air rises. So we're gonna go ahead and get some oil in this thing. There we go, we got a bunch of air out there. And I've got the shock all the way extended, and I just filled it up very high. So let me get my drain pan because we're about to make a mess. I can feel it in my bones. Pump our shock arm up. Oh! Come on, man! Okay. Did that get on the camera? No. It got on me, that's for sure. I knew I was gonna make a mess. I just didn't think I'd make a mess yet. So I'm super excited to try some new styles of riding though. I think that's gonna be awesome. Let me know down below what you guys ride, or if you guys are trail, track, because I'm very curious to try a new realm of moto, or a new realm of dirt bikes, because I see some videos and some of my favorite creators are riding different stuff, and it just looks so fun. I can't get enough of it, and I can't wait to try it now. So I think that's really going to be what I'm focusing on. And it's a little unfortunate because there's not many places like that around where I'm at in the Midwest. It's actually very track focused and track oriented where I'm at. So most of the stuff you get here, we have great tracks. And I have a very good track about 20 minutes from my house here that I can go ride whenever, you know, whenever I please. But just some of the stuff, you know, spinning laps is fun, but it's a lot more fun to continuously do something, or just kind of adventure. So the process I'm doing now is kind of standing the shock upright and tapping it, and that'll bleed some more air out of the system. So I just took the shock and I compressed it. It compressed smooth, but on the rebound aspect of things, it would hop real bad. So if a shock or fork's hopping like that, it feels like there's an area of no resistance. That means you still have air in the system. So I've got to pull this apart and bleed some more air out. Oh God, it got me. It got me literally right in the face, man. I'm over it. Just kidding, I love it. Not like that, that sounds really weird. My face feels like I just ate 14 triple cheeseburgers. Oh, it stinks. I knew this was gonna be like this, but I might title this video, I don't know what I'm doing. Also, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. If you don't and you would like to, my Instagram is in the description below, as well as some other things like a Facebook I just created. But if you guys follow me there, you will see that yesterday I was working on a car, and as I was doing that, a random cat showed up. I decided to name him Yami after Yamaha, and he's not around today, but I'm hoping he makes an appearance soon here because he's pretty friendly. The problem is I just don't know whose cat he is, but he hung around me all day yesterday. Okay, we're gonna go ahead, push down the shock, and let it come back up. Nice and smooth, no air in the system. I did notice until you fill up the bladder, the shock's gonna feel pretty weird. I went ahead and put about 100 pounds of compressed air into my bladder just to set the shock. I'm gonna go ahead and drain that right away and then get this filled with bladder. You can't use compressed air for riding. It has too many effects where it'll soften up and expand and contract, all that stuff. So you need nitrogen in here, but in order just to set the shock, you can use compressed air. So we're gonna go ahead and get our spring put on here. Okay, I don't know where we're gonna be setting this yet because we gotta set sag on the bike. What do you guys think? That rear shock is pretty much assembled and looking absolutely gorgeous. So it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought. We got the rear shock all assembled for the YZ. It was super simple, honestly. I really didn't have that many problems with it. I was a little nervous about it, but it really went super well. So I'm gonna take that to the local shop and get it filled with nitrogen. And then next episode, we're gonna be building some wheels for this YZ. So in the next episode, we should be able to be rolling around, and then I think after that, we're going to be doing the first start. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to leave a like. So thank you guys for watching.